just like this. So look, if you really want, I mean, you could go over there and you can start coming down.
Hey guys, this is Meeker, Colorado. Let's go for a ride. A little chilly up here. It's 1:03 in the afternoon. Cloud cover and 50 something degrees. Bike's a little cold. Still warm up fast enough. Four-wheelers and UTVs out, so I gotta be careful on the corners. Check out the Aspen. Can you guys hear me now? Cool, you're a little scratchy, so that's probably about a range with woods. .601 is staying straight. I see ya. Back on the same trail, we're gonna do some elk scouting. So I turned right at Cow Pond, and there's definitely cows over here, so I'd say that was Cow Pond. No need to get up from your nap, I'm just passing through. Easy, babies. That was a steep one. This is my first time down this road. Smells like cattle. So I'm still on Cow Creek Road. There's a cow. Holy smokes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mud bog on the left and gravel through at least part of it, but I can't see how deep it is on the far side. Whew. Oh boy. And there's a fork just up the right across the river here, or creek. Well, let's give it the old college try. I don't think wet feet will kill me today. Famous last words. Oh, not bad. You can't see anything. All right, so to the left is 648. Looks like it climbs out of the valley over here. I've not seen any elk yet, but I've seen cows scattered about everywhere. And then this must be the actual cow pond trail. Here's a sign. Oh, what's it say? 650. So I'm gonna follow 650, which is right coming down from Cow Creek Pond. And my feet are still dry. So this is up just a tiny ways, maybe not even a mile from the creek. Oh man, can't see it on camera, but there's a bit of rock. We could definitely do it with a Jeep. Just be a little slower. Nice aspen through here, you can see a little bit. Can't see on camera, I'm looking around a little bit. So I'm still just up from the creek, and you can, or is it over on this hillside over here, you can see a little bit of the road I just came down. And this heads that direction. There might be another split right here, but I see another road following this little valley or creek, whatever that is, the creek I crossed before. But you can see there's still couple of cows over here and some cows over here, and they're just kind of scattered around in little pools. I don't know if elk like cattle or not. but man, you can see a ways from here. And then the main road that I came in on, the 601, is back up over this ridge right here, I think. All right, so I'm up to that fork, just a little bit up. 650 continues up the mountain, and then 649 takes off and follows the creek that I crossed a little bit ago. So let's maybe see where 649 goes. I bet it goes back to the main road, and then we'll come back and go up 650 and up over the mountain, see where that goes. See a little bit of weather coming in over here on the left. So I'm still tracking down the 649, making a loop, and there must be more water this way. Every little water hump's got a puddle in it. So this is still more 649. It kind of keeps following a little valley through here. There's a few mud holes. Overall passable with the Jeep this slow. All right, so I am just up from the little valley I followed back, and this is 601. So I've already passed here. Right down here was where Uncle Kirk and Brian parked. So I'm gonna head back this way and check out the rest of 650, see where that goes. Just to show you a few muddy spots through here. Nothing too crazy, but if it poured, it might get a little nasty. I haven't seen any elk sign this way, not as many cows, but it is quite a bit rockier this way. That was squirrely. Woo! Don't let the GoPro fool you. That is a little rough through there. Thankfully, most of the mud holes are on this side of it, so I can actually see them now before I get there. You can see 650 back up over on this side. way off in the distance. I'll catch you back up there. Another note, the crossing down here is way better. There's like no water to speak of over on this crossing, so this would probably be the lot shorter way to come in if you're wanting to go up this hill on 650. So here's the creek crossing on 649, way better. All right, so this is 650, back where I split off before. Oh yeah, it gets a little rocky. Yeah. I don't know that a Jeep would make it if it's clear, but that would be a good climb. A little narrow, you definitely have some country pinstriping. So a little camp spot there. So maybe this side's better. Some aspen through here. Another good little, I don't know if you'd quite call it a valley or kind of a couple little valleys down there, something could hide in maybe. This is totally doable on a Jeep here. Another campsite on the left. So, fork in the road, I don't see any signs. I'm gonna go right first, just because that's probably more towards the main road. Looks like it might turn into a little bit of a rock climb right off the bat too. Yeah, that might be a little much for a Jeep. Maybe. Some of those rocks are sticking up pretty good. Yeah, man, this would be slow going. Rock crawler would be a little faster. Oh, here we go. Here's a side trail. That'd be nasty if it was slick. Almost some lava rock in here. Looking around to see if I see any Uncle Kirk cows. Don't see anything. Alright, so this trail comes up, looks like people kind of turn around here. There is a little campground too. You got a pretty good overlook of the valley. Down here is 649. Somewhere right behind these pines have to be where 650 comes back past the cow pond. Pretty good view. I think I see some cows. There were cows back up over on that side. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm seeing. I don't think it's worth getting the binocular out for. I think this dead ends. It turns into much less driven trail. I'll follow it a little bit and see if it goes or if it just dead ends. Good overlook kind of whatever direction this is, kind of the right between 601's back over this direction and 650, so you get kind of a good view between the two of them. But a lot of rocks, so I don't know if you see much elk over there or not. So this is the spot where I stopped and was able to use my radio to talk back to Kirk. He's somewhere up over here, and they were at the end of 601 and hiked up on top of a mountain over that direction, so must be bouncing just over the top of this ridge. So we'll go from here. Yeah, so the right fork winds up dead ending up here, right here. Quite a bit of deadfall stuff through here. Some looks like maybe the aspens, what's the deadfall. Yep, headed back, catch you back at the fork. All right, so over there is some sort of maybe logging site. I can see some trucks and a tractor. I'm probably headed up that direction from the other fork. We'll see. All right, just to see what it looks like going downhill, I found another little side trail that I missed coming up. It's a lot better than the little washed out section. Still some pretty good sized rocks through here though. The fork is right here, so this must have just been a spur, so I should be back on 650 here. So must be a little camp spot here, and one little one that took off back that way. Or probably couldn't see that one that took back off that direction. Am I still recording? I am. All right. I see some signage over here, big rigs over here. So it must be a decent road over this direction. Oh, reservoir that's being worked on. Not logging, it's a reservoir. Okay, so we've got campground, must be campground this way. Oh, 650 here, campground here, but I don't see a road sign. So I'll follow this back a little bit, which should go back towards 601 probably. another fork. Since this is boring road, I'll cut you back in when there's something interesting. Here we go. Check out the aspen. That's almost prime season here. So I'm back to road markers. Oh, okay, I know where I'm at now. Here's the truck with a shredded tire. There's the truck with the shredded tire. We went down that way, so 601 goes off that direction. Blair Mountain. So I'm gonna come back the way I came. That was a really fun little bit of 2-track. And then this was, I just crossed the county line. I'll show you that here real quick. County Road 280 in Garfield County. Get you back in the 2-track. Here's the aspens going the other direction. Now this is how you spend a Saturday. There's the reservoir. I'm coming down to back to 650, which you can see there loops up and over the mountain. Meadow Lake is what it is. So it says road closed, but the trail's right here. So I'm going up the trail. Bypass is probably easier there. Alright, back to the woods again. Alright. So there's a couple of campgrounds or very unused trails. This is a fork. 650 through the steep rocky section here. And a little bit, it's a little bit up. Alright, I gotta show you this section. This is pretty through the aspen here. A few mud puddles to dodge. A little bit of grass or field or whatever. Back into the woods in a second. Another little campsite, and this is the top of the rocky section, so let's show you that. Way easier on a bike for sure. I think you could go down it in a Jeep. I'm not so sure. So you can see that's a pretty good boulder there. That's some cantaloupe size stuff. That part's not bad. I think it's worse down here. This stuff's more planted, but it's wet right now. This section right here has got a little bit of gnarly stuff, but you could probably do that in a Jeep. And that's the nastiest of that section there. And it's still it's bumpy. My camera makes it look flat, but that's about the worst of it. This might get a little nasty if it's slick. Oh. Did I hear you calling me? Was that you, Kirk? I know I was up on this mountaintop when I talked to him last, so I'm probably a little too low now. Anyway, here's back to the 649 split to 650. This goes along here, back down, and up through, up along those aspen line over here, up back to the cow pond. But I'm gonna go this route just because this spot over here had probably 8 inches of water and that you couldn't see. It was too muddy to see, and I don't want to hit a rock and dump it. It's still in the 60s out, and it's the warm part of the day, so let's stay dry. All right, I'll catch you back when we get to some interesting stuff. All right, so 649 headed back to 601, the little bit less easier route probably, and the cows are wandering down this way, so thought I'd point that out. Woo! Surprise mud holes through here while they're coming down to get some water. Hey, cows. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm crawling here. I'm being respectful of the cows. Don't get exercise because of me. I'm just trying to scooch on by. Thank you kindly. Alright. I'm gonna need a new shift lever. This thing's walking on up and down, and it's tight. It's just stripping out. Woohoo! More mechanical stuff. Oh well. It's a blast. Totally worth it. There's some blind mud holes going this way. Look at that. Mud's fun, but you never know how much cow maneuvers are these ones, or how deep the silt is in them. They can get deep and suck in fast. No need to go over the handlebars today. Woo! Ah, yeah. And as long as it doesn't rain, it's a beautiful day. But if it rains, it gets cold. And I'm in my holy gear. I didn't think it'd be quite this cool, so I didn't bring my normal gear. I'm in my summer gear. So I'm comfortable now, as long as I'm moving. The cloud cover does start feeling a little cool, but not too bad. So I think I'm just gonna record most of it. That way they can see what they're getting into a little bit better. Oh, a little speed hump there. A little rocky, not bad on dirt bike. There's some bypasses around these mud holes. Fun. Watch where I'm going. I was trying to look around. Let's see here. Let's do a little bit of a hump. Let's do a little 360. All right, so looking straight ahead, 601's this way, not very far at all. It probably comes up through here. But kind of rocky, grassy terrain. I have to turn the other direction. Haven't seen cows on this side, but they're not that far that way. All right, let's rip back to 601. So I got my bike jetted for about 5,000 feet and 70 degrees, 70, 90 degrees, somewhere around there. And I'm guessing I'm at least at 6,500, maybe 6,500 feet probably here. And a little cooler air temperature than I'm tuned for. So I got a little bit of bog off the bottom end, so I don't have quite the 450 bottom end I'm used to up here, but it gets the job done. This is a fun trail to ride. There's just enough bumps and rocks and puddles and whoop-de-doos to jump off of. Here we go. 61 or 601, sorry. And I'm headed back towards my truck right now, but I'm going to go all the way up until this dead end to where Kirk is at. See if I can catch up to them. They were up hiking. All right, catch you after a bit. All right, so I just passed the sign a little bit back for Garfield County. This was where 601 turns into Garfield County 281. And as a reminder, I cut over this way at the pond. And that goes over to 280. So it goes back and forth over the valley over here. So here's where I went right over past the cow pond. It's right here. There's cow pond. All right, so here's where I'm not sure. 601 goes to the left, 601 goes right. Oh, that's Cow Lake. So maybe they said they went left. Maybe they wanted me to look at this. I'll go check this out. Oh, and we're at 10,200 feet. No wonder it's running a little off. Hey, can you hear me?
We're headed back towards the...
Okay, I'm sitting at the intersection 601 at Cow Lake. Were you talking about the actual sign for Cow Lake you wanted me to go right?
Yeah, we're coming down to Cow Lake here in just a little bit.
Oh, okay. I turned right too early then, so I got a whole other section mapped out for you though.
Oh, you went by that other little pond? Yeah, no, that was, that's going to be nice to know where that goes too.
Uh-huh, okay. Do you want me to rip up 601 to the right of Cow Lake just a little bit, or have you guys been a ways there?
We're all the way at the end of that road right now, if you want to shrum up there. We're up above you.
But you took a left, and do you want me to take a right and see where that goes?
Come on.
Darn, that one was cutting out. Can you repeat that one?
We are on 601 all the way up to the end of it. If you want to come up, you can come up and meet us up here.
Well, I see a fork in the road, and it's got 601 in both directions at Cow Lake. And you went left, correct?
Uphill, yeah. We went to the left, up.
Cool, I'll run up that way.
And you see the campers right there, right?
Correct.
Yeah, we turned to the left just before them.
Cool, I'll be up there in a flash.
You'll probably beat us.
Alright, I made it to the trailhead here where they're hiking up. There they are.
Hey, I can see you.
I can see you too. Radio sounds good from here.
Took an hour.
Not bad. You can see the native mountain goats coming down off the hill. Alright, headed back down from the trailhead here. Sweet, to the pond back. Good copy. Is the pond just the very top of the hilltop here?
No, you'll go over it. Go over the top, and you'll go right down into it.
Oh, okay. There's a pickup truck parked up at the very top up here.
Okay.
So there's, ooh, gotta watch where I'm driving. This must be the pond he's talking about. Note to self, throw warm weather or cold weather gloves in. Yeah, that's a cool little pond. Huh. Nice. Sweet. I'll rip back to that other fork. So I just saw the guy in the truck up at the top of the hill, and I see a doe down here. So I thought I'd stop and look around. Maybe that's what he was watching. Don't see anything else around at the moment. I didn't seem too bothered. I just headed back right where I'm headed. Oh well. At the end of the trees. Excuse me, buddy. Passing through. Trying to be quick. Oh, I didn't like that. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait for you. Go ahead. She's like, no sense of getting in a hurry. Huh. Just checking things out, going for a stroll. Yeah. You gonna let me go now? All right. She picked it up. So I just turned up this road. You probably recognize this from top of taking left off of 601. So we'll see where it goes. All right, I'm risking it for the biscuit here. I saw a deer off to my left, headed up towards the road. Let's see here. I guess the road goes to the left. I just crossed the little valley, the field section. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see them. Got three does right here at the top of the hill. Let's look around a little bit here. I can see a little ways. Deer crossing this way behind the knoll right now. Let them go so they're not too spooked. When I first saw them over here at the edge of these pines. Can you guys hear me?
Maybe not.
There we go, that's good and clear. So I'm just across the little valley. You might be able to see me here in a second. And there were three mule deer does that crossed from the left to the right from the pines and headed down there behind this knoll over here. I can't see them, but I know they're there.
I see you over there.
So I can just see them now. They're just over the ridge to my what, 2 o'clock or something. I guess it's 3 does and a fawn. Oh no, 4 does.
Yep.
Hey buddies. Can you hear that? Let's see how good the Samsung footage is here off the phone. It's quite the view up here. GoPro's dead. Guess it might be time to work in or invest in some spare batteries. Way up above 10,000 feet up here. Absolutely gorgeous.